Okay, after much demand, we're doing it. We're going to do every single book as of right now, February 19th, special editions. And by tomorrow, this will be obsolete. I've had a lot of requests for this video, so I'm finally going to do it. As always, if you could leave a like and a comment to kind of push this video through, because it is going to be one of my longer videos, I would really, really appreciate it. You can comment which of these books is your favorite one. And with that, let's get started. All right, let's get started on the top shelf. 5'3", I'm not gonna be able to reach. It's okay, I got a step stool. Here we have This Dark Descent, this is Alcrate. The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, this is Dazzling Bookshop. Voyage of the Damned Waterstones Edition. Voyage of the Damned Illumicrate Edition. Masters of Death Waterstones Edition. 12th Night, just from Amazon. The Art of Prophecy, and then The Art of Destiny, which is this one. These are both from the Broken Binding. Empire of the Vampire, which is this one. And Empire of the Damned, which is its sequel, both from Illumicrate. Babel, which is Illumicrate. Hellbent, Waterstones. A Study in Drowning, and this is the Amazon edition. Obviously, Fourth Wing Deluxe Edition from Amazon. Fourth Wing Waterstones Edition. And then Iron Flame, Onyx Storm, all Waterstones editions. Onyx Storm, Amazon Deluxe Edition. Divine Rivals, Fairy Loot Edition. Ruthless Vows, Fairy Loot Edition. Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. This one is Waterstones. And then Sword Catcher. And this one is from Dazzling Bookshop. Seven Faceless Saints from Fairy Loot. Of Shadow and Moonlight, Bookish Box. The Dagger and the Flame, Waterstones. Autumn's Tith, Bookish Box. Immortal Dark, Waterstones. The Perfect Marriage. I got this one on Amazon. The Courting of Bristol Keats, Waterstones. Top shelf done. Cursed Crowns, Fairy Loot Edition. Lady Macbeth, Waterstones. Swordcatcher, Fairy Loot. The Familiar, Waterstones. Daughter of Chaos, Waterstones. Both of these are House of Earth and Blood, Crescent City. This one is the Illumicrate Edition. This one is the Fairy Loot Edition. It has a slipcase. And this one has page overlays inside. If anyone wants to see the differences or more in depth, just comment below and I'll do a more detailed video. One for My Enemy, Waterstones. Dragon Rider, Broken Binding. Out There Screaming, Broken Binding. Immortal Dark, Amazon. Bloodguard, Amazon. Horror Movie, The Broken Binding. A Broken Blade, which is Bookish Box. Can't Spell Treason Without T, Waterstones. Court of Wanderers, Illumicrate. The Hunting Moon, Illumicrate. The Dagger and the Flame. Yes, I had another one like this, but it had black edges, and this one says Become the Flame, whereas the other edition says Wield the Dagger. 5 Broken Blades. This is just the deluxe edition that you can get on Amazon. Frontier, Broken Binding. City of Nightmare, Cage of Dreams, Fairy Loot. If I Have to Be Haunted, Fairy Loot. To Hell with Love, Waterstones. Legends and Lattes, The Broken Binding. The Shadows Between Us, The Darkness Within Us. These ones you can get on Amazon. Repeat After Me, Amazon. And everyone do a collective bow for row number 2. Language of Dragons, Waterstones. Burning Crowns, Fairy Loot. Ink Blood, Sister Scribe, Waterstones. Wizard of Oz, you can get this one. Target, Amazon, Sam's Club, all over the place. 12 Days of Smutmas, you can get this from the author's website right on here on TikTok. It's got cute little snowflakes. There's the author's name. Sisters of Fire and Fury, Waterstones. The Bell Witches, and it has these moths on the side. This is Waterstones. The Luminaries, Illumicrate. The Priory of the Orange Tree, Illumicrate. Another The Priory of the Orange Tree, and this one's The Broken Binding. This is one of my favorites. Look at that dragon. Dark Star, Burning, Ash Falls White, and this is Illumicrate. Look how detailed this one is. For She Is Wrath, this is Waterstones. The Atlas 6, Waterstones. This Vicious Grace, this is a Fairy Loot. The Square of Sevens, Waterstones. The Davenports, Dazzling Bookshop. Look how detailed. I love their work. Heart of the Sun Warrior, Fairy Loot. 4 Ruined Realms, Amazon. Sanctuary of the Shadow, Amazon. Heavenly Bodies, Waterstones. Heaven Breaker, Amazon. Howl's Moving Castle, Fairy Loot. A Study in Drowning, Waterstones. The Inheritance Games, Barnes & Noble. Spice Road, Fairy Loot. Night of the Witch, Amazon. And then these 3 are all the same series. Daughter of the Siren Queen, Daughter of the Pirate King, Vengeance of the Pirate Queen. And I got these from Books A Million, but they're probably available on all the booksellers, I think. They don't say like Books A Million exclusive on the cover. Third shelf down. Some newer books. I have these 2 from Emma Hamm. So I have Whispers of the Deep and I have Song of the Abyss. And I bought these from directly on the TikTok shop from the author. They're so pretty. Here we have After the Forest, Illumicrate. We have Upon a Frosted Star, Waterstones. The Wren in the Holly Library, and this one's just the regular edition you get on Amazon. A Pirate Cipher Tea, Waterstones. The Atlas Paradox, Illumicrate. Bookshops and Bone Dust, and this is Broken Binding. The House in the Cerulean Sea and Under the Whispering Door, both of these are Barnes & Noble exclusive. The Do-Over, Barnes & Noble. Hell Followed With Us, Dazzling Bookish Shop. Out of the Blue, Dazzling Bookish Shop. Song of the Six Realms, Dazzling Bookish Shop. Then we have A Day of Fallen Night, this is the Illumicrate edition. A Day of Fallen Night, and this is the Broken Binding edition. Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, it's gorgeous. Throne of Secrets, Waterstones edition. Darkening, Fairy Loot edition. Puzzlewood, Waterstone. The Drowned Wood, Illumicrate. Salt Blood, Waterstone. Tales of the Celestial Kingdom, Fairy Loot. Alone with You in the Ether, Illumicrate. Ruthless Vows, this is the Alcrate edition. Rewitched, Waterstones. Fall of Wrath and Ruin, Waterstones. Song of Silver Flame Like Night, Illumicrate. Sisters of Sword and Shadow, Waterstone. Feybound, Fairy Loot. Song of Silver Flame Like Night, Dazzling Bookish Shop. Next shelf. We have Threads That Bind and Hearts That Cut. Here's the edges. They are Fairy Loot edition. I have the Hurricane Wars. This one is the Fairy Loot edition. This one is the Waterstones edition. And then its sequel, which is A Monsoon Rising. This one's the Waterstone edition. Then we have Zara, Illumicrate. Her Soul to Take, which I just got this one off of Amazon. The Great One, Waterstones. Witch King, Illumicrate. The Games Gods Play, which is from Amazon. Silver in the Bone, Fairy Loot. The End Crowns All, Waterstones. When the Moon Hatched, Waterstones. The Principle of Moments, Illumicrate. The Witching Tides, Waterstone. The Warm Hands of Ghosts, Waterstones. Obsidian and Onyx, both from Amazon. House of Sky and Breath, Fairy Loot. God Killer, Illumicrate. Silver Under Nightfall, Illumicrate. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and this one's just from Amazon. The Belladonna Trilogy, Belladonna, Foxglove, Wisteria. This is the Fairy Loot edition. Throne of the Fallen, Waterstones. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, Fairy Loot. Divine Rivals, Alcrate. Mortal Follies, Illumicrate. Cruel Illusions, Fairy Loot. What the River Knows, Alcrate. Some Desperate Glory, Illumicrate. The Whispering Night, Illumicrate. Wild is the Witch, Bookish Box. Lies That Bleed, direct from author. House of Sky and Breath, Illumicrate. The Atlas Complex, Waterstones. Where the Dark Stands Still, Waterstones. Belladonna, Dazzling Bookish Shop. Twin Crowns, Fairy Loot. The City of Stardust, Fairy Loot. The Sun and the Star, Dazzling Bookish Shop. Lies We Sing, Illumicrate. Daughter of the Moon Goddess, Fairy Loot. A Tempest of Tea, Waterstones. Starling House, Illumicrate. Compass and Blade, Waterstones. The Coven and the Cursed. I picked these up at Barnes & Noble, but I don't think they're exclusive for that. I think you can get them at BAM or Amazon. The Whispering Dark, Illumicrate. The Book Eaters, Illumicrate. Evocation, Waterstones. The Forest Grim, Fairy Loot. A Time of Dragons, The Broken Binding. Well, that was exhausting. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Please leave a comment, share, like, all those good things, and thank you for staying tuned for the whole thing.